So today we are going to take a look at the Japanese yen as a standalone currency because there's some very interesting news that just came out. Now, if you are new to the channel, a sub would be appreciated as I provide valuable educational content on a daily basis. And if you enjoy the video, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And as always, let me know down in the comments below exactly what it is that you would like for me to cover in my next video. So we're going to take a look at the Japanese yen from a technical as well as a fundamental and an order flow perspective. Now, what you'll gain from this is after this analysis, you would be able to go and look at pairs such as the USD JPY, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, any currency pair trading against the Japanese yen and potentially want to get in early for that selling position. So we're going to jump straight into it. So we are going to look at the Japanese yen basket, which is literally like the dollar index. So it's the Japanese yen currency. So if you look here on the monthly time frames, let me just get rid of that. So if you look here on the monthly time frame, what do we see? Now, firstly, we can obviously see how the yen has been quite bearish since, what do we have here, the 20th of March, in March 2020. That was kind of when the pandemic started. So there was no recoup yet. The market is now currently trading at this level over here, but we can also see how the market had printed this strong level of support, got broken. All of that support's now turned resistance. But because we do expect the Japanese economy to increase in strength, and we're going to speak about the fundamental data to kind of back up around that there as well. We obviously expect this move to the upside, and an increase in the Japanese yen obviously means pairs like the USD JPY would fall, pairs like Euro JPY would fall, because we know all of those pairs are heavily overbought as a result of this heavily oversold yen. Now, if you drop down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can see how the market was first stuck within this consolidation phase for a couple of weeks, and then the market finally decided to break below that. And it was questioned that whether the president of Japan think that the weak yen is good for their country, and he said, you know, a weak yen is actually good for their currency. But you have to remember that the yen normally gets, or the Japanese yen normally gets weaker due to times of uncertainty. So prices of the like oil would increase, and as a result of that, you tend to see the yen starting to lose value for a short period of time. But overall, the Japanese yen is considered a safe haven, so it tends to keep its value. But the main reason why the Japanese yen had fell so hard was because they had an earthquake which automatically impacted their GDP, and they also went back into lockdown, which further impacted their economy as well. And as a result of that, we saw the market started to tank to the downside. Now, if we look down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, from a daily perspective, we can obviously see how the market also on the daily time frame had been stuck within this consolidation phase. The market finally found support, and we can see how the market had bounced on this level. Now, if we go back to the daily time frame, what do we see here? Also, we see the strong level of support as identified from a monthly perspective, and there's a high possibility that we can see the market break above that level of resistance, and once resistance is broken, that would then become support, and then on the retest we can expect the market to continue higher. Now, I don't know of any broker that allows you to trade the yen as a standalone currency. So what this is going to look like basically is Euro JPY, GBP JPY, USD JPY. I'm not going to talk all about any currency that trades against the Japanese yen. You can definitely expect a steep decline, because if you look at the price action that we currently have on them, they are quite bullish because the yen was quite bearish there as well. Now, if you go over and look at the COT data for the yen, so the commitment of traders, so this tells us what the biggest banks, hedge funds and institutions are doing in the market. Now we can see it's quite obvious that based off the last report, they actually came in and they closed 21,405 long positions, which is buy positions, and they added more selling positions. And we could see how the yen had decreased in value since the from 12,876 to all the way 23,649. And I think that is just normal. Why? Because when a currency is weak, investors tend to not want to invest into that currency, and as a result of that, we obviously saw the yen getting very weak. But we've got some good news, because apart from the reason why they have gone into lockdown, obviously has a negative impact on the country's GDP. And it came out today that Japan is going to lift the entry ban on 106 countries, but tourists still not allowed. Now, yes, you can argue that the tourist does play a big impact on the country's economy, but just for the fact that they are going to allow 106 countries to get, to be able to gain access back into their a country is a good thing for the economy. So it says here, still only foreign students, researchers and business travelers can enter Japan for the time being, which is a good thing for the economy. Now, when is this going to take place? So it says here, following the increase in the daily limit on overseas arrivals, Japan border restrictions appears to show signs of easing. It says that the Japan Times had reported that the country will now lift its entry ban on 106 countries and region effective from Friday, April the 8th. Now, if you are not aware with how the Japanese economy works, they normally do this on a Friday. There's normally high impact news coming out for them on a Friday, and this is very positive for the economy. So what I would suggest you do is all currencies trading against the JPY, make sure that you get into the market before it closes tomorrow, then close it again as the market opens on Sunday, because we could possibly or potentially expect a massive net positive gap for the Japanese yen when the market opens on Sunday. Now, I hope that was clear. I hope you guys understood what I meant by that. I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for the support to the channel. And also, if you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And as always, cheers for ears.